The MLC Computers All Tar Rally is a pretty unique event. It pits race cars, rally cars and normal production vehicles and their crews against each other in some pretty tough conditions. The action starts at Geritech for 4 stages, taking in the hill climb course and the dynamic driving course, and then makes its way to Swartkops in Pretoria. It may not have all the jumps and sideways action of a regular rally, but the All Tar event is a popular one with teams and spectators alike, and for good reason. One of the hardcore rally machines in the running was the S2000 Polo of Evan Hutchinson and Elvin Coetzee. They showed their class on Special Stage 1, taking an early lead in the rally. Theuns Joubert and Greg Godrich were also piloting an S2000 VW Polo, and at the end of the stage they were just 3 seconds off the leaders. Skalkberger Jr. and Armand Dutoy brought their S4 class Toyota Corolla to the party, but found themselves down in 7th place at the end of Stage 1. Michael Otto and Tommy Dutoy put in a better performance in their S4 Toyota, finishing 5th. Turbo power and some committed driving saw the S5 Subaru of Jose and Marco Ferreira finish Stage 1 in 3rd, while the turbo-powered Ford Escort of Etienne and Eugene Lawrence finished up 23rd. Inside the top 10, Aggie Stroh and Eugene Leroux secured 9th place, while Chad Lambert and Dave Ledbetter put their former circuit racing S4 Toyota Runex into 8th. Nico Higgs and Gert Ninambe found themselves in 10th place, 18 seconds off the leaders, while Sean and Gavin Hewitt powered their Subaru into 7th. Things remained tight with just 18 seconds covering the top 10 and just 30 seconds covering the top 20. The crowd was gathering at Geritech as the rally gained momentum, and they were there to catch a glimpse of racing machines from across the decades, including Robert and Roy Blatcher's Porsche 911 and the Toyota of Pierre de Klerk and Robert Coetzee. The Datsun clan was well represented by the turbo station wagon of Peter and Bert Oerling and the number 1 car of Karel and Henry Voss. Stage 2 saw the competitors move from the dynamic track to the hill climb track for the first of their 2 runs. Evan Hutchinson and Elvin Coetzee kept up their pace and their first place, and were closely followed by Theuns Joubert and Greg Godrich. Skalkberger Jr. and Armand Dutoy had a better showing in Stage 2, finishing 5th. Despite putting in enough effort to get their Subaru airborne, Murray Lloyd and Ralph Lehman only managed 15th place in Stage 2, 2 positions down on their Stage 1 finish. It seems that the jumps provided very little in the way of an obstacle for the competitors, with even the older cars getting in on the action. The hill climb track offers a unique challenge to the teams with its jumps, off-camber corners and steep inclines and descents. After Stage 2, Stage 3 is run on the handling track but in the opposite direction. It seemed there was no stopping the Hutchinson-Coetzee pairing, as they again took first place on the stage and were again followed by Theuns Joubert and Greg Godrich. Skalkberger Jr. and Armand Dutoy kept improving, finishing 3rd on Stage 3, while Michael Otto and Tommy Dutoy had the opposite fortunes, finishing 6th, 3 places down on their Stage 2 efforts. While rallying is best characterized by drivers and teams posting times on a stage without any traffic posing challenges, the MLC Computers All Tar Rally has a slightly different character, with many on-track battles for the spectators to enjoy. With Stage 3 complete, it was back to the hill climb course for Stage 4, also run in the opposite direction. The top 3 positions again went to Hutchinson and Coetzee, Joubert and Godrich, and Berger and du Toit. It had been an event-free day up till now, but the tricky hill climb course eventually took its first victim when Nico Higgs and Gert Nienaber misjudged a rising left-hander and binned their Toyota. They weren't the only casualties though, with even some of the fancied machinery failing to complete the rally, including the Subaru of Murray Lloyd and Ralph Lehman. Michael Otto and Tommy du Toit also bowed out during Stage 4, having enjoyed top 10 finishes in the previous 3 stages. With the running of the Geratech stages complete, it was time for a change of venue. At the end of the season, the Northern Regions Rally Championship has come down to the wire, with 6 teams up for the title. The action now takes place at Swartkorps for 2 night stages. And just to make things a little more interesting, looks like the heavens might open up a little later as well. And indeed, the rain did come, which meant drivers not only had failing light to contend with, but a slippery surface as well. The Swartkorps leg of the event comprises 2 sets of laps on the circuit, run in opposite directions. Evan Hutchinson and Elvin Coetzee seemed to have the event in the bag with 4 out of 4 wins, but the conditions caught them out. They finished Stage 5 in a lowly 14th. The final stage of the MLC Computers All Tar Rally is run at night, making for a spectacular finale to the season. Despite a poor run on the previous stage, Hutchison and Coetzee ensured they were still in the running for the overall win with a 2nd place finish, but there was still stiff competition from Schalk Berger Jr. and Armand du Toit and Tiens Joubert and Greg Godrich. In the end though, their challenge wasn't enough, and the final results of the MLC Computers All Tar Rally for 2010 looked like this.